As promised, the two P's of success. But before I actually get into the two P's of success, I definitely want to talk about boundaries. Like, I know that word might sound foreign or like, what do it mean or what does it mean? Um, but guess what? Let me break it down. I'm not going to give you the definition because I don't feel like giving the definition because this is not that type of show. I'm not here to educate you on words, but I am here to actually give you some type of advice. And boundaries is one of them that we need to adapt in our vocabulary, especially in our relationship. And actually, overall, not just in our relationship, I would say just in life. Boundaries. Setting personal boundaries is the key to your success in your relationship. Boundaries are healthy. Personal boundaries are healthy. Now, I'm not talking about like, don't touch me here, don't touch me there, and stuff like that. I mean, like setting the tone or letting your partner know how to talk to you, how to relate to you. Let me give you some type of prime examples. I'm gonna give you two of them. One is gonna be the household, and then the other one is gonna be actual personal. First one, my biggest pet peeve is people touching me in my face. Don't touch my face. I don't like that. Now, I can be an asshole and be like, don't fucking touch my face. No, I'm not gonna do that because that's gonna, one, put a bad taste in the other person's mouth, and that's not how I wanna set the tone. I would say, listen, I don't like when people touch my face. I will appreciate that you don't touch my face. I set it out there. Now the ball's in that person's court. Now they know my boundaries. They know that I don't like to be touching my face. Now, if they want to touch me in my face because they want to be spiteful, that's a whole different story. Now that's when that person is overstepping their boundaries, and then now you can put them in their place. At home, household duties. This is a good one. Now, there's certain things, we all don't like to do around the house. Some don't like to wash the dishes. Some don't like to take out the garbage. Some don't like to cook, go grocery shopping. List goes on. Set this into motion. Put this at a high standards. Talk about all the stuff that you are willing and what you won't do in a relationship. It is okay to talk about what you are willing to do and what you won't do. Never go into a relationship with expectation that this partner will do this and is going to do this. That's not right. If you're a person that don't like to cook, don't set the tone on I'm a cook for you all the time. And this is more so for ladies because I hear a lot of ladies say, "Oh, don't worry about it. I'm a cook for you all the time. I'm gonna do this," knowing damn well that that's a very low expectation, or sorry, that's a very high expectation that you're putting on yourself that you probably can't keep up. Not saying that you can't cook, but the statement "I will cook for you all the time." Let's be honest, like you don't want to cook all the time. But by you saying that, you just put a high expectation on yourself that, to be honest, you might not meet all the time. And your partner might take it literally like, yo, you said that you're gonna cook all the time. Like, what's going on? I didn't ask you to cook. I didn't tell you to do it. You took it upon yourself to do that. You kind of see how this is going? Like, let's be realistic. Let's start bringing shit to the table that we can all digest and not have these false expectations on what we should and what we shouldn't be doing in a relationship. Set personal boundaries. So I definitely want to basically say that real quick. But let's get into the two P's of success. The first one is persistence. Persistence, persistence, persistence. It is key. I can't even stress on enough how important persistence is. You have to go after what you want. You have to go after what you believe in. You have to stand up for what you want to. Okay. Persistence is the number one motivator. And how do you be persistent? Honestly, you just got to get up every single day and do one thing different that gets you closer to your goal. In a relationship, persistence is key. If you trying to, attract a partner, you have to be diligent and persistent on going after what you want. If you get shut down the first time, you can't give up. Like if you say that you want to be married and have kids and like the whole nine, like you got to keep going. Like if you get your heart broken and in a relationship that wasn't really meant for you, you don't give up. You don't throw in a towel, be like, oh, this is not meant for me. Like all people or all women or all guys or dogs or animals or whatnot. No, it just means that one particular relationship that you was in didn't work out. And it's not your fault or the other person's fault. It's just it didn't work out. Depending on if you didn't do nothing wrong, meaning if you didn't cheat or cause the relationship to end because you were just being spiteful, then yes, that is your fault. But if you can say that you went in it with 100% with the best intentions to try to build something with that person and it just didn't work out, yo, then part ways and be like, you know what, this one wasn't for me, and continue to keep going. I know that's a lot easier said than done. I get it. Like when you get your heart broken, like it sucks. Like, and once you keep going through a relationship over and over and over and over and over again, you get kind of drained. Like you get tired. Like, yo, like what the deal? Like shit. Like I've been doing this shit for God knows how long. But honestly, you I'm not saying that you have to go through it because you really don't have to do anything other than what you want to do. But remember, you said that you want a relationship. You said that you want this family. You said these things. So you're gonna have to continue to keep going. The timeline wise, I mean, honestly, that's up to you and how long you want to take. But that's the relationship aspect of it. Before I jump to the business aspect or more of just the social and the I don't want to say spiritual side because it's not necessarily the spiritual side, but your self-developed side of, the 1P for success is basically persistent, is make sure that you take time to work on yourself. Okay. A lot of people jump into a situation not ready to be in a relationship, and that's not healthy for you or for that person. Like, so I definitely want to say, make sure you take time to get to know yourself, you know, meditate, go to therapy. And let me just clear this up too. Going to therapy doesn't necessarily mean there's something wrong with you. I mean, a lot of people have this negative, taste or this negative term about therapy. Therapy is just, you need help on understanding where you at in life. That's pretty much what it is. Like understanding. We all go to school, right? We go to school to understand, and hopefully school or the institution will help you to understand certain things in life, mathematics, reading, history, whatever career that you're trying to set yourself into. That's what school is for. Therapy is just like the same exact thing. You go to doctors to make sure that your health is in order. Think about therapy. Actually, therapy is like certain doctors. I mean, most of us do have a doctorate in whatever field that they're in. We are basically the doctors of the mental world. That's the whole point. We trying to help you with your mental status to help you be a better person. There's nothing wrong with you when you go to the doctors for the most part, sometimes that you go for like a physical or a checkup just to make sure that, things is okay. Same thing. You just want to go to a therapist just to make sure, things is okay, things is not out of whack, and, they can help you and guide you to get you where you want to be at, and they basically put you on your way. A good therapist. I definitely have to say that. So don't look at therapists as the bad thing. Like it's good for some people, and if you need it, by all means, please reach out. Now for your self-development. Now, persistence is key. Like you got to be persistent on being better. You got to work on you. You got to work on yourself. You got to work on your craft. You got to work on everything about you. You got to work on your finances. You got to work on your spirituality. You got to work on pretty much your sexuality. You got to work on basically your health. You got to work on everything because once you get into a relationship, you don't want to get into a relationship like half finished. Like you want to be as whole as possible because when you get into a relationship, like the whole job, and I don't want to sound like, okay, it is a job, but think about it as when you get into a relationship with a person, your job is to make sure not just your well-being is okay, but also that other person well-being is okay too, because you take on that responsibility. And basically vice versa. That partner should feel the same way about you too. If something wrong with you, if something happened to you, y'all should be able to work together to get through it. So that's super important. Make sure that you take time to work on yourself. Uh, but you got to be persistent on wanting to be better. Like you got to keep going. You got to keep like sharpening up your tool, your mind. Like definitely, you got to continue to keep sharpening up here. Sharpening up your mind is the most fundamental things that we can all do for just not for ourselves, but basically for our partners. Just be persistent. You have to keep going. Now, the second P of success, wait for it, wait for it, wait. Yes, it is patience. You have to have patience. Sometimes you may have to slow down a little bit. Rushing into these relationships, and I always start off with relationship and then I go to basically self-develop. But when you rushing in these relationships, women, when you see this guy and you're like, oh my God, I'm about to give him my all and I'm about to make him my husband, or I hope that he makes me, you know, his wife type shit and stuff like that. Like you giving 120%. Now, hear this statement. You're giving 120% to a man that probably don't deserve you. You need to slow down a little bit. You need to take some time to one see who you dating or see who you talking to first. Let's just go, a step back first before you start dating. Let's just talk about getting to know one another first. Um, get to know that person. Get to know that person's family. Get to know how he treats his mother or his father. Like get to know like his dreams, his aspirations. Like before you take this man as a man, make sure that he's right for you. And vice versa, fellas. Yo, listen, by jumping in bed with all these women, like, yo, you can't call these women your wifey and like your boo and your sweetie, your honey, and all this other bullshit. Sometimes women are on some fucked up shit too. So I can't point the finger that at fellas too. Like women could be on some spiteful shit too. So fellas, you'll be aware that every woman that you lay down with may not be the right opportunity or the right solution for you. Like you got to keep that in mind too. Like if you say that you want a relationship, that you're looking for a wife, that you're looking for a partner, like sometimes like these women out here is just looking, just to be honest at this point, just to have sex and just basically keep it moving. But that's for you to sit there and assess the situation on who you dealing with. Again, you'll take time, like never pull the trigger on loneliness, meaning don't jump into situations because you feel lonely and you see like this next dude or like this next girl in this relationship and they posting shit on Facebook and Instagram and they taking trips and they going places. And when I mean taking trips, I know that we in this just doing this nice little basic pandemic and shit like that. But people are still going out, people are still traveling. Don't let social media fuck with your head. Like take time and really assess what you want and who you want in your life because yo, that energy swap that you get when you with a person, especially when it comes down to any type of sex, yo, that can damage you. That can ruin you beyond measure. Every single time that we lay down with a person, men and women, like yo, I'm talking to both of you. Every single time that you lay down with a person, you taking on each other's traits, dreams, aspiration, mainly their energy. And if their energy is foul, yo, that plays off on you. So be careful on who you let in your bed, especially be careful who you let in your circle. Because once they penetrate your body, it's just a matter of time before they penetrate your mind. And if your mind is warped and is gone, yo, by all means, yo, that's a hard thing to come back from. Like there's dudes and women out there that's again on some trifling shit that's out there that's looking to fuck up a lot of people's mindset because they are horrible themselves and they just can't stand to see other people happy. And I'm not trying to be negative, but I'm being real. Like I'm trying to be as transparent as possible because there's like a lot of people like out here that's still kind of fucked up on like, yo, I can't find nobody. It's not that you can't find nobody. It's just a simple fact that slow down, be patient. everything comes to you in due time. I get it. Like, you probably in your 30s or like you 35 and you probably don't have a kid or you're not married and shit like that. Like, yo, I get it. Like, that whole number shit fucks up a lot of people's head. But this must be a reason why that you're not married and that you don't have kids or that you don't have that house or whatever case may status. It could be the simple fact that you may not be ready for that. And that might be a big ass pill to swallow, but you'll take that with pride on like, yo, I don't want to fuck up somebody else's life because I'm not ready to handle that right now. Look at it like that. I mean, I get it. Like, yo, everything about society tells you by a certain age that you should have X, Y, and Z. I don't know about y'all, but I know for me personally, I don't listen to all that bullshit that people be saying because if I do that, like I'd be in a padded room, locked up somewhere, beating my head on the wall. You can't fit every social status because it's not meant for you. And hence, again, that's why I say be patient. Get to know you by what you see around you may not be for you. And to be honest, you may not actually want it. The only reason why you want it is because you see everybody else have it. You may not want it. Like, check this out. A lot of people say that they want to be in a relationship. To be honest, a lot of people is not equipped to be in a relationship. They just don't do well in a relationship. But they keep trying day in and day out, and they keep having failed attempts in relationships because they keep finding out, like, yo, I just suck at relationship. That might be a key factor. Be like, I probably need to stop trying to date and figure out what's wrong with me before I start fucking up some other people's life. But that's just self-reflection. Again, that takes time. Everything that I'm saying, like, are you seeing the big picture here? Persistence and patience. They go hand in hand. Now, there's one thing I didn't mention, and then is basic finances. I know that's not a P, that's a F, but I want to talk about finances, and this is on both sides of the spectrum, meaning for your relationship and basically for business. Mainly for a relationship, I definitely want to talk about this because a lot of people don't talk about this, and sexuality, but that's a whole nother skit. But finances, yo, get your finances up in order, yo. Like, really, and I'm not just talking to fellas, I'm talking to women too. Like, make sure that you have your own shit. Okay. A lot of people don't talk about it, and it is a very touchy subject, just like sex and basically religion is a very touchy subject. Let me just help you out real quick. Let me be the one. Like, if you want to put the blame on me, be like, yo, I kind of saw this dude on YouTube named Ty, and pretty much he said to do this. By all means, I'll take the blame for this. Talk about finances. It might be the most uncomfortable situation that you probably will have with your partner, but at least talk about it so you have a better idea how these people move. Because I know this statement about to like rub people or like the wrong way, but this is just me and this is just my philosophy. And from what I gather and from what I see, like it stands true to a lot of people. Are you ready for this one? Be patient, it's coming. There's a little secret called that love doesn't pay the bills. I don't know if you heard that real quick, but little tip. Love don't pay the bills. And sometimes in reality, love don't keep you together either. Just want to put that out there. Now, the reason why I'm talking about finances is because a lot of people, and I see this more with men, yo, when your lady or your partner is making more money than you feel some type of way about that. Like you're not the man of the house. But and again, this might rub somebody the wrong way too, but check this out too. Like being the man of the house, meaning that you are a provider, you are a protector, you would do anything for your partner, for your family by any means necessary. And it doesn't mean anything. That means you don't have no pride on making sure your family is okay. And if that stands for you, then more power to you, man. You're a man. Now, if you are saying and claiming that you're a man, but you're not getting up off your ass and not doing what is required for you and your family to basically live a better life, then Don't come with that I'm a man type shit. If your woman or if your partner is taking the initiative to go above and beyond to make sure the family is being held down, then yo, you gotta look at the woman because that's the man in the house right there. And I'm sorry, for me, that's my definition, and that's how I look at it. A man would never let their family struggle by any means necessary. A man would not sit there, play video games all day, and get mad because their partner is making more money than them. Then get your ass off the couch and fucking make more money. Just being real. So that might hurt a couple of people, but hey, sorry. But talk about finances. And the other thing, just real quick, talk about sex. Like really talk about sex and find out what do that means to you. Find out, are you a sexual person? Don't just assume because it's a guy or it's a girl, like they just love sex. Like, yo, find out what that means. Like, again, sex, religion, and finances is a very touchy subject, but like find out what all these means to your partner before you start getting into a relationship, because you might find out there's a lot of shit that you don't know about your partner, and you having this high expectations on this person that this person probably won't even meet. And that will save you a headache, and it will save you time for dealing with this person, because at least now you know up front and you can make a decision to stay or to leave. It's totally up to you. But I want to say thank you. Oh, actually, before I cut out, yo, I want y'all to check out anchor.fm Ty J Pratt. Like, that's my YouTube channel. I'm on every platform that you can think of other than TikTok. I'm sorry. I might play with TikTok. Not sure yet. I don't know. I'll get back to you on that. But check out my other YouTube page. That is T&J Mental/Physical. That's me and my brother. We're doing some crazy ass shit. We have an actual challenge going on, and it's basically get us up to 200 new subscribers, and we're gonna do a shotgun for local. That's like an oldie, like 90s drink. It's super strong, but you will see us actually do a shotgun for local on air and see what happens to my brother. I mean, for me, actually, I can't tell you what's going to happen, because you're going to have to tune in and you're going to have to help us get us to 200 new subscribers. So what I need from y'all, share this, like this, go tell a friend, go back, like some more videos, share this, download this, like shit, pass this on. I want to get to 200 new subscribers on both platforms, on, this page right here, and also T&J Mental/Physical. So help me out so you can laugh your ass off when you see my brother basically pass out or God knows what. But like always, tell a friend to tell a friend. And other than that, the next time you see me, I don't know. You just gotta wait and see. But be safe and good luck out there.